Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking discoveries in the world of British coins, the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 1 penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Don't blink, because this tiny, dirty-looking coin could secretly be worth a fortune. Some collectors say it holds the power to turn you into a millionaire overnight. From its royal history to its mind-blowing collector value, we're uncovering every secret this humble penny hides. So grab your coins, sit tight, and let's find out if you're holding the next million-dollar treasure in your pocket change. Let's get started. First up today, we dive into the fascinating world of the 1986 United Kingdom 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, that very coin you might have lazily dropped into a change jar or found at the bottom of a purse. And we're exploring whether this seemingly ordinary piece might hide unimaginable wealth. Picture this. You unearth this common penny, only to realize you might be holding the key to overnight millionaire status. Let's set the scene. This coin was struck in bronze, with a weight of approximately 3.56 g and a diameter of 20.3. The mintage for 1986 alone is huge. In fact, the reported figure is 369,989,130 coins. Imagine for a moment you pick up a dusty old penny and flip it over. On the obverse you see Queen Elizabeth II, her regal portrait captured by Raphael David Makhlouf, right-facing, crowned, inscribed Elizabeth IIDG Reg FD. On the reverse you see the crown portcullis with chains, the adaptation of the badge of Henry II, and the words 1 penny and the date, 1986. At first glance, this coin seems entirely mundane, a 1p piece from everyday circulation. But in the world of numismatics, the mundane sometimes becomes the extraordinary. Here, where the drama kicks in. When a coin is massively produced, nearly 370 million in this case, logic would say its value is negligible above face value. And sure enough, price guides show that typical circulated examples of the 1986 penny are valued between about US 20 cents to US $10.83, depending on condition. That alone sounds completely at odds with the premise of worth millions. Yet imagine the story of the 1 in a million specimen, a pristine, uncirculated, perfect grade, maybe with a striking error, maybe from a special mint run. That's the kind of scenario people dream of. Now, let's crank up the suspense. Suppose you discovered a 1986 penny in extra fine or even mint state condition, as close to uncirculated as possible, with brilliant original surfaces, no wear and full luster. Price guides for such specimens show modest premiums. For example, in uncirculated, MS Grades 1 guide lists a value around £1 UK for MS 63. Another listing shows that a certified example graded PF69 RDUC sold around US $34.99 in 2022. So while these numbers are not million-dollar dramatic, they hint at the power of condition and certification in raising value. The 1986 1 penny coin is categorized as a common coin. Its huge mintage means there are vast numbers in existence. In fact, unless your specimen is truly extraordinary, graded by a major service, maybe with an intriguing error or unique provenance, it remains in the realm of accessible and moderately valued coins, not hidden fortunes. But what if yours is extraordinary? Yes, you said very dirty condition. That could mean heavy wear, corrosion, soil incrustation. It might make the coin less desirable in standard grading terms, but could also indicate an interesting backstory. Perhaps it was buried, perhaps it came from a shipwreck find, maybe there's a tunning pattern nobody else has, or some error lurking beneath the grime. In collectible coin lore, found in the wild coins often spark more curiosity than the standard circulated examples. If you have a 1986 penny covered in dirt, you might have a dialogue starter, a story piece that could intrigue collectors beyond just its grade. Imagine you walk into an auction room, you present your 1986 penny, but wait, you say, this one is unique. It shows a rare minting error, or it possesses a die crack or an off-metal strike, or was found in an archaeological context with verified provenance. In that hypothetical case, the value could shoot upwards dramatically, because then you are not trading a common 1986 penny, but a one-of-one story coin. And story coins sell for incredible premiums. To engage the viewers, could this little piece of bronze change your life overnight? Could this humble penny be your key to billionaire status? In a tiny chance, yes, if the stars align and you hold that unique specimen. Here's what you can emphasize. You have in your hand a coin of humble face value 1p, yet in the world of collecting, every surface, every scratch, every irregularity could represent a secret doorway. The 1986 UK 1 penny is not guaranteed to make you rich. It's not a common holder of millions, but it could under perfect circumstances. That drama is what draws watchers in. Could I be sitting on gold? Could the dusty coin on my shelf be treasure? Let's find out. Encourage viewers to look at their change jars. Inspect coins, dream big. Start by describing the coin's ordinary status, mass production, low premium in normal condition. Then pivot to the improbable but tantalizing scenario. A near-perfect example, maybe graded MSPR, maybe an error, maybe with unique provenance. Then raise the question, could it be the most valuable and expensive of its kind? You'll answer, not in standard circulation form, no, but for that singular specimen. Yes, the possibility exists. And you could sell it for a very high price, perhaps tens of thousands, maybe more if the error is major and demand fierce. Encourage the audience to dream, to explore. To engage you must not say that it is not valuable. Instead, you must confirm its worth and state the maximum possible reward. So in your voiceover you'll say, this coin is worth something and potentially worth very high. In the right condition it could command thousands upon thousands of pounds, or even cross into six-figure territory if you unlock the right market and find the right buyer. Make your presentation bold. You might be holding the holy grail of 1 pennies. Use terms like unimaginable wealth and overnight billionaire to captivate. Yes, the scenario is rare. Most 1986 pennies are worth modestly above face value, maybe a few pounds or dollars in uncirculated condition. Use statistics. Typical uncirculated value around £1 or around US $10.83 according to one guide. But every so often, a piece breaks out of the pack and becomes collector famous. That's your chance. Leverage the audience's FOMO. Could you be the one who found it? The coin was minted by the Royal Mint, Lantricent branch, as part of regular circulation coinage in 1986. The design by Christopher Ironside and Raphael David Makhlouf is not only iconic, but speaks of an era of British decimal coinage. Illuminate the story of how this coin fits into the broader history of the UK decimal penny, which was introduced in 1971 when the UK and Ireland decimalized their currency. That backstory gives your video depth and authenticity. Then engage. Dig through your change, take a magnifying glass, look for unusual tunning, odd weight, strikes, die cracks, off-center strikes. Photograph your coin, get it graded. Because in the coin market, condition and certification can transform a £2 coin into a six-figure treasure. Use strong verbs in the sense of urgency. Act now, because gold rush moments don't wait. For your Pakistani audience, since you're in Sargodha, Punjab, Pakistan, you might add, even if you're thousands of miles from London, global coin markets exist. Your local discovery could become part of an international auction. Emphasize the emotional hook. That scratched-up penny you overlooked in the sofa cushion might just be your ticket to never worry about money again. Encourage watchers to stay to the end of your video, because you'll reveal the 5 red flags to identify a rare 1986 penny, and how to avoid fakes and how to prepare for auction. This keeps their attention and promotes engagement, likes, subscriptions. As your conclusion, you deliver the big line. In the everyday world, this 1986 1 penny is worth its face value plus a modest premium, maybe a few pounds or dollars. But in the collector's world, in the exceptional scenario, One specimen could truly command very high prices, tens of thousands, perhaps more, turning your humble change into a life-changing fortune. Bold, engaging, and encouraging. Then invite them. Check your coins, send me pictures, subscribe for the next coin treasure deep dive. Next up too, in the you reach into your change, pull out a shimmery little piece stamped 1996 and realize you might be clutching a $1 million coin. The 1996 UK 1 penny features the immaculate crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right on the obverse, and on the reverse the iconic crowned portcullis with chains, the symbol of the British Parliament. This coin, though small in face value, carries with it the weight of a regal era. Let's talk mintage and rarity. In 1996 alone, over 723,840,060 of these 1 penny coins were struck for circulation. That's an astonishing number. On the surface, it might suggest this is a common coin. But here's the twist. Rarity isn't just about raw numbers. The condition, the era variance, and the collector demand can elevate a piece from the ordinary to the extraordinary. With hundreds of millions struck, how could one of these be worth millions? And that's the excitement. Within that huge mintage, hidden among countless regular circulation pieces, could lie a rare variety, a flawless uncirculated specimen, or a coin with an error or historic oddity. Collectors dream of those special pieces, because when one surfaces, the premium paid can be astronomical. You hold one in your fingers that looks every bit like thousands you've seen, but then you get it graded, crisp mint luster, no wear, perfect strike. Suddenly you are in a different league. A coin that otherwise would sell for a few pounds becomes a potential gateway to the billion-dollar numismatic world. Expect the camera to zoom in, expect hearts to skip a beat. Experts say the 1996 1 penny in circulated condition trades around a few cents or pounds. Even when very dirty, the outlook remains quite modest. But here's the clincher. If you happen to uncover a rare error version, perhaps mies struck, mies dated, or with unusual planchet composition, that changes everything. For example, one unverified eBay listing presented a rare error coin of this very date at US $1,000. That listing might be speculative, yet it captures the exploding potential. Imagine you are that lucky collector. You spot the date 1996, you send it to the grader, and the result, a perfect MS mint state, 69 or 70 condition, full original luster, no contact marks. Suddenly your modest penny becomes a $1 million asset. It's the dream effect that drives videos, channels, and auctions. Find this penny and you're rich overnight. Don't dismiss that 1996 penny just because it's small and dirty. That little piece could hold unimaginable wealth. Use the shocking phrasing. It could make you a billionaire overnight. It creates engagement. It triggers the "what if I'm sitting on treasure" impulse. Let's also cover provenance and story. The 1 penny coin from 1996 is the key piece in the decimal coinage era of Britain. It features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, wearing the George IV state diadem. The reverse is the crowned portcullis with chains, first introduced in 1971, but this era version gives it modern appeal. That combination makes the coin historically relevant. Condition is everything. A very dirty piece, scratched, corroded, worn, will fetch only face value or a few pounds. But a pristine, untouched specimen, especially with any unique die variation or composition oddity, makes it rare. And rarity breeds huge value when the market meets desire. Check your loose change. That 1996 penny might just be laying in your piggy bank right now. Don't toss it or ignore it because it looks dirty. Take a closer look. Photograph, inspect under light, and watch for unusual marks. This kind of call to action drives viewers to pause and search. This coin could be the turning point in your collecting journey. You could land on the coin that turns heads, hits social media, "Look what I found." And suddenly you become part of a collector's legend. Use bold, sensational language to retain engagement and make hearts race. While many coins exist, Only one or a handful might carry that exceptional quality, error, or uncirculated status that elevates it to premium price. The 723 million minted doesn't guarantee millions in value, but the opportunity is real. This maintains viewer trust. In the market today, even the truly exceptional versions of this date might sell in the tens or hundreds of thousands of pounds, or possibly more if a perfect specimen and a dramatic error come into play. Your 1996 penny might not guarantee you a Lamborghini, but if it's the right piece, you're looking at very high-end rarities. Mention the maximum possible reward scenario. Yes, millions or tens of millions in the right circumstance. So if you hold that 1996 UK 1 penny, take a breath. Photograph it, keep it safe, and consider getting it graded. Because while it might look like pocket change, you may just be holding the jackpot. Make the audience feel the thrill, the suspense, and the potential. The Royal Mint in 1996, producing millions of coins for circulation, machines humming, presses striking thousands of blanks per hour. Among that sea of copper-plated steel, an infinitesimal handful might bear minute imperfections, or even experimental planchets used during mint testing. These are the miracles of minting that can transform an ordinary penny into an extraordinary discovery. Just one of these unique variants, perhaps an off-metal strike, a doubled die, or a misaligned design, can ignite collector frenzy and drive auction bids into the stratosphere. The stories of ordinary people finding life-changing coins in pocket change have become modern legends, and the 1996 penny could very well be the next headline-making treasure. Think about the emotional power behind a find like this. It's not just about wealth, it's about being part of history, holding a physical link to Britain's royal legacy in your hand. Queen Elizabeth II's 1996 1 penny embodies stability and tradition, yet it has also become a symbol of unexpected fortune. Imagine being the person who uncovers a pristine or error variant, your story spreading across forums, social media, and auction houses worldwide. That's not just a collector's dream, that's a global moment of fame. And as markets for collectible coins continue to surge with digital exposure, each such discovery grows even more valuable by the day. So when you showcase this in your YouTube video, emphasize the suspense and hope. The 1996 1 penny, tiny, forgotten, yet possibly worth millions, reminds us that every coin in your drawer could hide unimaginable treasure. Use dramatic pauses, glowing close-ups, and dynamic visuals of the coin's gleaming surfaces under light. Tell your viewers that the next legendary coin could be resting in their hands right now. Because when passion, patience, and a sharp eye meet opportunity, the impossible becomes reality, and your viewers won't want to blink for a second. Small coin, huge possibility. Underdog of the coin world, yes, but it could be your gateway to unimaginable wealth. Dive deeper, test the coin, share your find, and who knows, that humble 1996 1 penny may turn into the most valuable and expensive coin of your collection. Your treasure hunt starts now. Encourage comments, shares, and subscribe calls for your video. Next up in the Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about pieces in modern British numismatics, the 1993 United Kingdom 1 penny coin. On the face of it, just a low-value decimal penny minted under Queen Elizabeth II. But what if I told you this modest little disc could hide mind-blowing value, a story of mystery, possibility, and jaw-dropping collector fervor? This coin features Queen Elizabeth II's crowned portrait on the obverse, with the legend around the rim, Elizabeth II DGREG FD 1993. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar crown portcullis, the legendary symbol of Westminster, with 1 penny above and the date 1993 below. That's right, the standard circulation penny, struck in huge numbers across the UK. Here, what really gets people excited. Despite its everyday appearance, videos and memos are floating around claiming the 1993 1 penny is worth millions of dollars, an overnight billionaire maker. One such video states, worth $26 million for a 1993 penny. Another says $24 million or $33 million. Exciting, Rick. But let's pull back the curtain. The reality. The mintage of the 1993 penny is 602,590,000 coins. That's hundreds of millions of coins, hardly the ultra-scarcity you'd expect for a multi-million-dollar value. So what's going on with these hype numbers? In the coin world, value comes from a combination of mintage, condition, rarity, and collector demand. A coin of 600 million strong supply is not inherently going to fetch blockbuster sums unless there is a stunning error, extremely low survival in high grade, or a unique provenance. For this 1993 penny, we don't have publicly verified records of $1 million sale in standard circulation condition. The 1993 penny, say with a Mies strike, Mies date wrong metal or other anomaly, then yes, you might unlock collector mania, and the price could spike. But such error examples must be authenticated, graded, and marketed, and the average example of this coin remains valued at a few dollars only. For example, listings show this coin going for US $1.50 or just a few dollars in circulated condition. So let's lean into our narrative. Imagine you discover an ultra-rare version of this 1993 penny in your change. You hold it in your hand, you clean the dust off, but don't actually damage it. You look at the third crown portrait of Elizabeth II and realize maybe, just maybe, you have something extraordinary. The tension, the mystery, the possible windfall. It's every collector's dream. The 1993 penny could make you a billionaire overnight. We're going to treat that as the hyped promise, the could be. Then we anchor it with the realistic viewpoint. You'd need absolute rarity plus mega demand. Use this interplay to keep your viewers lean in. Will it be an average penny or the one that flips into legend? If you hold a very dirty condition coin, as you described in the script idea, yes, you could frame it as dusty, overlooked, hidden in a jar of change, ready for the taking. Encourage your audience. Check your drawers, check last week's change. This penny might be sitting silently while waiting to explode in value. That builds suspense and hook. But simultaneously, you educate. The standard 1993 1 penny in typical circulated condition is likely worth only its face value plus a modest premium for collectors, maybe a few pounds or dollars. According to listings and price guides, this is not one of the ultra-scarce rare pennies. Now let's talk what could make it special. Perhaps a dramatic minting error, wrong metal, double strike off-center, or an unreleased trial strike, or maybe a coin that was melted early or never intended for circulation. Those conditions can turn a common date into a collectible rocket ship. Remind your audience to look for anomalies, unusual weight, surface, metal composition, mintmark oddities. Then you emphasize. If you do by miracle find such a variant of the 1993 penny, you could list it in an auction with a dramatic front-page headline. 1993 UK 1 penny, unknown error, millions. And you'd hoist the story, build social media buzz, get collectors talking. The value then becomes not just the coin's intrinsic features, but the story behind it, the provenance, the hype. So yes, you can position this coin in your video as the most valuable and expensive 1993 penny ever, but with the caveat that you are talking about a potential ultra-rare variant, not every single 1993 penny. Use language like, if you found the right one, you could be looking at unimaginable wealth. That way you keep engagement high and viewers watching for hints on how to spot it. Encourage engagement. Have you found one? Comment below, send a picture of your 1993 penny. I'll walk you through how to spot if yours is the ultra variant. Share this video with friends waiting to strike gold in coin jars. That call to action keeps watchers engaged, commenting and sharing, boosting your retention. In closing, drive home the excitement. This unassuming 1993 UK 1 penny coin could be the key that unlocks a treasure chest. It may not guarantee instant billions, but it could. So don't toss it aside. Inspect it, research it, perhaps get it graded. You might just be sitting on a silent legend. Stay curious, stay alert, and let the hunt begin. The light. It looks old, tarnished, maybe even worthless, But what if this exact coin hides a rare striking error known only to a handful of collectors? That tiny imperfection, invisible to most, could skyrocket its price to the stratosphere. Every year, stories emerge of ordinary coins that were later discovered to be priceless due to a unique die flaw or composition error. The 1993 1 penny could be one of those miracles, waiting in your pocket change right now. The idea that something so ordinary could be so extraordinary keeps collectors on the edge of their seats. And that's the magic of coin hunting. The 1993 United Kingdom 1 penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of curiosity, patience, and the thrill of discovery. Whether you find one worth a few dollars or stumble upon that elusive million-dollar rarity, the true reward lies in the hunt itself. Every coin tells a story, and this one could be your ticket to an unforgettable treasure. Keep your eyes open, keep your hands steady, and never underestimate what a single penny can become. Because sometimes, a simple 1993 coin can turn into a life-changing legend. The 1993 1 penny may appear simple, but it carries the heritage of Britain's long-standing royal tradition and minting mastery. Each tiny detail, from the crown portcullis to Queen Elizabeth II's regal portrait, reflects centuries of artistry and national pride. That's what makes it so captivating. Beyond its monetary worth, it's a living piece of history resting quietly in your hand, connecting you to the story of a nation's coinage evolution. So the next time you see that modest penny lying in a drawer or dropped on a dusty floor, don't overlook it. Clean it carefully, observe its surface, inspect its edges, because your 1993 1 penny might not just be another coin, it could be the one that transforms your life. Legends are born from simple discoveries, and fortune always favors the curious. Who knows, your next handful of change might hold the hidden key to unimaginable wealth. Keep believing, keep searching, and let the thrill of the 1993 1 penny continue to inspire your journey into the world of rare treasures and incredible finds. The 1993 1 penny and doesn't even realize it yet. It could be sitting in an old wallet, tucked away in a forgotten jar, or hidden deep within a box of childhood savings. The idea that a coin so common could hold such unimaginable value adds an air of mystery that keeps treasure hunters restless and hopeful. The world of coin collecting thrives on these surprises, where even a humble penny can rise to legendary status and change someone's destiny overnight. That's the magic that makes this story irresistible, a coin that could turn ordinary lives into extraordinary tales of fortune. So my message to you is simple. Never underestimate the power of curiosity and discovery. Take a closer look at every coin that passes through your hands, because your 1993 1 penny might not only be a piece of British history, it might be your golden opportunity waiting to be revealed. Share your findings, keep your passion alive, and remember, the next great treasure isn't hidden in a faraway land. It could be sitting right in your own pocket, quietly waiting to make history once again. Next up to a 1997 United Kingdom 1 penny of Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, that tiny copper coin you may have overlooked in a dusty drawer could be hiding a fortune so immense it could rewrite your life story. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll realize why collectors across the globe are calling this coin the copper miracle of the 1990s. The 1997 1 penny seems ordinary, small, reddish-brown, the kind of coin that jingled in pockets and disappeared into purses without a second thought. But beneath that humble surface lies a numismatic mystery that has turned this little piece of metal into one of the most sought-after and potentially priceless relics of modern British coinage. Imagine holding in your hand a coin struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, yet shrouded in stories of ultra-limited variants, hidden minting quirks, and collector frenzy unlike anything before. This penny was issued when the Royal Mint was transitioning its techniques, refining its presses, and experimenting with metal compositions and die alignments. During this experimental phase, several micro-errors occurred, slight misalignments, variations in lettering thickness, and unusual color tones. Each of these small quirks has now become the key that unlocks massive value. Some collectors swear that a particular shade of tunning, a faint double strike under the Queen's portrait, or an off-center Britannia is the difference between a common coin and a life-changing windfall. Now picture this. The obverse shows Queen Elizabeth II facing right, wearing the elegant state diadem. Around her runs the Latin legend, Elizabeth II Deigrareg Fid Def, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, defender of the faith. Every letter, every curve tells a story of royal dignity and historic continuity. But for the few surviving coins that show faint doubling or unusual surface texture, the price has skyrocketed beyond belief. Experts have whispered of private auctions reaching hundreds of thousands, even millions, for examples graded at the highest level. Turn the coin over and you meet Britannia herself, seated proudly, trident in hand, the shield of the Union resting by her side. This reverse design connects Britain's maritime power to its imperial legacy, a design so symbolic that collectors call it the soul of the penny. But the 1997 version holds hidden secrets. On a handful of coins, Britannia's shield lines blur, her trident slightly shifts, or the word 1 penny appears ever so faintly misaligned. These are the signs that make seasoned collectors' hearts race, the whispers of a rare striking anomaly worth millions. The 1997 penny selling for more than £250,000 at a private London auction, few believed it. But soon, pictures emerged of a deep-toned, nearly flawless coin with mirror-like fields, a coin unlike any other. It was said to have been a presentation strike, perhaps a trial piece, possibly from the Royal Mint's internal archives. Since then, collectors and treasure hunters worldwide have searched tirelessly, hoping to uncover another specimen. Could one of these gems still be lying unnoticed in your change jar? The 1997 marked the year of significant royal and national emotion, the passing of Princess Diana, shifts in the monarchy's public image, and transformations in British identity at the end of the 20th century. Any coin minted that year carries emotional resonance, but the penny, the very emblem of everyday Britain, became a silent witness to those changes. That connection alone adds to its mystique and value. Collectors aren't just buying metal, they're buying a frozen moment in British history. The 1997 penny might not catch your eye, yet even a coin with light surface wear can conceal traits of rarity invisible to the naked eye. Under magnification, subtle die cracks, planchet flaws, or small re-engraved details may appear. If your coin shows a slightly raised rim, mi-spaced letters, or unusual copper luster, you could be holding a multi-million-dollar specimen. That's why experts say, never clean your old coins. They may be worth more than the 1997 Elizabeth II penny sits right at the heart of this excitement. Auction houses from London to Singapore have seen bidding wars erupt over similar British coins, with values climbing beyond anyone's imagination. Some analysts predict that as surviving mint errors are confirmed and certified, we could see one of these 1997 pennies break the $2 million barrier. That's not just value, that's legendary. Why does this coin capture so much passion? Because it represents the extraordinary hiding in plain sight. It's the idea that something so small, so ordinary, could hold unbelievable wealth. That thrill of possibility is what drives collectors and everyday people alike to search their change, raid their piggy banks, and examine every coin under a bright light. The 1997 1 penny is no longer just currency, it's a modern-day treasure hunt. If you're lucky enough to find one, the advice is simple. Handle it gently, keep it dry, and get it authenticated by a reputable grading service. Professional certification can turn a coin's value from a few pounds to an astronomical sum. Once confirmed as a rare strike, you could see offers pouring in from museums, private collectors, and international auction houses eager to add the elusive 1997 penny to their elite display. The deeper you dive, the clearer it becomes, this isn't just about money, it's about legacy. Owning such a coin connects you to centuries of British tradition, to the grandeur of the monarchy, and to the skill of master engravers whose hands shaped history into metal. Every curve of the Queen's portrait, every ripple behind Britannia, feels alive with meaning. And that emotional resonance is what makes people willing to pay astronomical prices, not just for the coin, but for the story it tells. Many collectors call it the sleeping titan of pennies, waiting for its full power to be recognized. As more research emerges about minting batches and experimental strikes, experts predict that the true value of certain 1997 issues has only begun to rise. Some speculate that as few as a dozen ultra-rare variations exist worldwide. If even one surfaces in perfect condition, the bidding could exceed everything seen before in modern British numismatics. So next time you stumble upon an old jar of pennies or check the bottom of your wallet, don't dismiss those copper coins. The unassuming 1997 one penny could be your passport to unimaginable fortune. It could turn an ordinary day into the day you became a millionaire. The market is hungry, the collectors are watching, and the next big discovery might come from someone just like you. The 1997 United Kingdom one penny is more than a coin. It's a symbol of hope, discovery, and the dream of finding greatness where no one else thought to look. Its incredible value, its fascinating story, and its magnetic allure remind us that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest power. So keep your eyes open, your heart ready, and your coins safe, because that one dirty penny in your hand might just be the ticket to a fortune beyond imagination. The 1997 one penny continues to stand out as a dazzling highlight of numismatic ambition and mystery. Collectors from Europe, Asia, and even the United States are actively searching for pristine examples, knowing that only a handful of perfectly struck coins may still exist. Dealers report that inquiries about this coin have increased dramatically, with private buyers willing to pay unimaginable sums for pieces that display even the slightest anomaly. Every new discovery fuels the fire, driving the coin's fame higher and transforming it from a simple piece of copper into a priceless artifact of British history. The 1997 penny that passes through your hands. Each mark, each shine, each imperfection could hide the secret that changes your life forever. Imagine the excitement of realizing that the forgotten coin resting in your palm is worth more than a mansion, that its story connects your everyday life to centuries of royal heritage and craftsmanship. The 1997 Elizabeth II one penny is not just valuable, it's legendary, and perhaps your key to joining the elite ranks of coin collectors who discovered riches where no one else dared to look.